Back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for returns for you guys to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get today's video over 40 likes. And here we are with Avct, American Virtual Cloud Technologies Inc. Now we're going to do an Avct analysis here on the charts, and you could see that within 42 vision it's done a full transition from the dip area to the rip area here, and we have some key levels to talk about within this range and channel that it's trying to break out of. Now, while Avct was sitting sideways within the volatility, the SPY and the S&P 500 was actually going lower, and our SPY bot since 8:05 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward into the bell, outflows continue to dominate, and even after the bell, and put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And you can now join the members using these resources to gain an edge over the charts. And this is my opinion and perspective alone, not financial advice, but volatility is here to stay, and to be able to maximize within the volatility, having a clarity and edge over the charts makes all the difference. And it doesn't have to be 42 vision, but if you want to become part of a growing community of investors using these resources to maximize in either direction, check out the link down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator. So here we are, complete transition from the dip area, which is white with red borders, and we just hit our first rip area here, going from lows here of 25 cents all the way up towards 30 cents. But we have to talk about what's going on here at these key levels, and are we going to break out from here or lose steam, guys? Is this losing steam, or do you think it's going to break out higher? I look forward to seeing your comments down below. But before we break it all down, I want to share with you guys the home and opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And as you see popping up here on the screen, these are some of the home runs I've managed to find this week alone. And while it's not guaranteed to be this way every single time, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the three stocks I mentioned this morning. All three of them gave jumps of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10% plus, but one of them turned out to be a home run, and that was BBIG. We caught this one in the pre-market under a bull indicator. It was above the midpoint here with the inflows actually pulling downwards. It stayed above it, consolidated, and towards the bell, full strength here on 42 vision. The inflows picked up and it jumped up 10% plus within minutes. Now, in its pullback, the outflow started to dominate. It actually crossed the midpoint, got a bear indicator, consolidated, and from the dip to the rip, and those inflows picked back up, it reached a highest point of 20% plus, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So here we are with Avct stock, and Avct is trying to break out of this channel and break away from the recent lows. And this is pretty exciting here because it has done a complete transition, but the charts are setting up in a very, very interesting way. Why? Because it's actually breaking away from these lows, and it seems to have found a support. Not guaranteed, but it's fighting to stay away from it, and currently in its position to pull away from it, right? So I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, and you can now gain access to them as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, Apple bot, and we have many other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And you can now join the members and a community of investors using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. Slots are now open for those interested. the link is down below in the description. So here we are with AVCT. It was under a bear indicator and actually under the outflows dominating, right? It actually pulled downwards, crossed the midpoint, and outflows were dominating all this point. And we went down from 36 cents all the way down to 25. I talked about how important 30 cents was. And if we broke below it, the next support was 25. And if we broke below 25, it was 23. And here we are bouncing off 25. And most importantly, finding strength. Interesting enough, that bull indicator popping up and some strength here trying to go higher from literally 27-28 cents, which we talked about in yesterday's video. Now, it's actually having trouble though every time it comes up towards 30 cents and needs to break above that, because that used to be the support that got broken through. It's now resistance. And if it can actually continue here and do that staircase effect and this bull indicator stay in play and keep that bear indicator canceled and have domination of the chart, the next thing is for these inflows on the 30-minute to pick up to the upside, guys. This is actually crucial here at these levels and how the stock is reacting after being in this channel and actually breaking out to a new low yesterday and bouncing away from it here. It's starting to look very, very interesting how the chart is setting up, because this is what happened back here on the 19th, on the 20th. When I first mentioned it, I showed that in my previous videos. It pulled back, found support, got that bull indicator, and momentum continued. The only difference is the inflows were above the midpoint. That's what had me interested in it, even though it was under a bear indicator at the time of the recording, right? But right now the outflows are dominating. So we definitely need this to start picking up to the upside, cross back the midpoint, so it can actually have a true effect over the chart. Now, if you zoom into the 15-minute, you'll see that the inflows here are actually fighting to the upside, right? They've been fighting since yesterday within the volatility, but every time it continued to get rejected. It brought itself back down from highs here of 29 cents to 27, crossed the midpoint here to the downside, and then right here towards the end of the day from 27 to highs here of 30 cents, it has gone up 10% plus, right? And got those inflows upwards, guys. We want to see this stay above it, and based off the history of the chart, the last time it ran from 20 cents to 40 cents, well, right now the inflows based off the inflow versus outflow indicator is only at 0.203, and last time it went to highs here of 0.07 and 0.09. So based off the history, not guaranteed to react the same, and the inflows, it has room to go higher if this could continue to reflect into the chart and break through resistance levels. So on the 15-minute, we're above the midpoint under a bull indicator, and on the 30-minute, the highest point that the inflows went was 0.11, and right now we are negative 0.02. So we want to cross back above, and if we do, there's room to go to the upside as well based off the history of the chart and how these inflows reacted on the 30-minute chart. Now, when you zoom out to the 1 hour though, you could see here that the outflows crossed and the inflows are not dominating again. So we need these inflows to pick up, but no bull indicator, guys. Only on the 30-minute, only on the 15-minute within the volatility. And what are we looking for? For this 1 hour to continue higher, cancel out that bear indicator, and get a bull indicator as well. Now, when we zoom back in, you can go ahead and see here on the 30-minute though, that bull indicator, that's pretty exciting, but we need these inflows to follow, guys, for this bull indicator to actually have some strength. And also, if we continue to break through resistance levels and go up higher, but those inflows do not pick up, it could actually end up rejecting really, really fast, because the inflows still have not dominated over the outflows. The outflows have more weight on the chart. So let's go ahead and break down here AVCT stock technical analysis here. So right now it's under that bull indicator, pretty exciting. Outflows are below. We want to see them go back up. And on the 15-minute, you can see that the inflows are back up, but we need to see that continue, right? And it's under a bull indicator as well. But let's talk about supports and resistance. The first support is 27 cents. If it breaks through that, the next support is 25, and below that is 23 to 20 cents. Keep those levels in mind going into the end of this week. and even next week, right? To the upside though, we want to break above the highs of the day of 30 cents, but most importantly up here at 32 cents, guys. There's a huge rejection here going on from the previous levels that we saw a few days ago. So super important to break above that. And if that's accomplished, then going up to 40 cents and 44 cents, which is the highs up here that are going to be super important, right? Breaking through 41, 42, going to 44. And then we can start talking about even newer highs that we have not seen in days and weeks, right? So here we are at these levels. We want to see these resistance levels break through. We want this bull indicator to continue to hold true. And for the transitions on 42 vision to continue to the upside and bright green like we've seen before here, as they continue to hold with full strength and inflows were above and pulling away from the midpoint. And we want to see this actually get back up towards it and pull away from the midpoint as well to the upside as it breaks through resistance and starts to gain some strength. If that does not happen, these outflows continue to dominate, and on the 15-minute we cross back down. That's going to be super important to watch. And if this bull indicator gets canceled by a bear indicator, I'm going to be watching for that as well going into tomorrow and even next week. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.